your school in 20 seconds?
Marlborough House is a really warm school, set in a beautiful environment of over 30 acres. There are playing fields, woods, lakes, and it's a lovely setting. The two strengths of the school are the individual attention that we give to each child, which I think is fantastic here. And secondly, the modern and varied curriculum that we offer, where the children are prepared not just in their knowledge but also in their skills suitable for the modern world.
What do your pupils think of you, and do you care?
Well, I've only arrived a few weeks ago, so I'm not sure what they think of me yet. I hope that they think of me as somebody who's open, who's around the school a lot, who's friendly, but if they like me, that's a bonus, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is to be respected as the head of the school, respected as the leader of the school.
What keeps you awake at night?
I try not to lose any sleep best I can, but I think having just come out of the first lockdown, and actually at the moment we're just starting the second lockdown, I think it's the emotional well-being of the pupils. I think one of the jobs that a school has is to help children to be relaxed and to feel comfortable and confident when there's bad news in the air. It's important that we stay as relaxed and happy as we can.
So, what is your greatest extravagance?
Chocolate. I am a chocolate fiend. I can eat chocolate for breakfast. I try not to, but I can. Dime bars, cream eggs, they're my two favourite ones if you're thinking of presents at the end of the year, just a minor mention.
Yeah.
I can eat a lot of chocolate, and I do eat far too much chocolate.
Who is your hero?
You're probably not going to have heard of this guy, but I've always liked my running, and when I was younger, when I was a teenager, there was this brilliant rivalry between two athletes, Seb Coe and Steve Ovett, and you liked one or the other, and I was an Ovett man. He was a bit of a rogue. They were equally successful, but Steve Ovett was my hero, and the nice touch is that my family's just moved from Salisbury to Brighton, and Steve Ovett lived in Brighton, and when I go running I actually run past a statue of him, so that's worked out quite nicely.
What's your favourite joke?
Okay, a sausage walks into a pub and says to the barman, "I'd like a plate of chips." The barman says, "We don't serve food in here."
I don't understand the joke.
How about a joke from you, Hattie?
Okay, so there's this man and he has penguins in the back of his car. A policeman comes up to him and says, "You need to take those penguins to the zoo." So he takes them to the zoo and he shows them around and everything. The next day the penguins are still in the car. The policeman comes back up to him and says, "I thought you took those penguins to the zoo." And then he replied saying, "Oh, I did, but today we're going to the beach."
I like that one. That's not bad at all.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I quite like my ballads, so I sing a bit of Robbie Williams and Angels probably, and if I was being really bold, and it's a very old song, I'd have a go at You've Lost That Loving Feeling by the Righteous Brothers. You'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
What's the phrase or word you overuse the most?
I think the phrase I overuse, but I do believe in it, is "the answer's always in the middle." Because in my job, so many people come to me with the ideas and they're suggesting that I should do this or do that, one side or the other, and frequently the answer's in the middle. So I often say the answer's in the middle.
Which superpower would you most like to have and why?
Superpower, that would be flight. I'd love to be able to fly. It would take away all those queues at the train station or airports, and the idea that you could just go wherever you wanted, whenever you wanted, flying off to see countries and places that sadly I might never visit in my life, but if I had flight I could go to.
Yeah.
Yuli, what about a superpower from you?
I think if I had a superpower, I would have invisibility. Because if you had invisibility, you could go everywhere unnoticed and kind of. Well, it's more for a person who observes things more, but you could do you could do some naughty things, but you could also have quite a lot of fun with visibility.
Fair
You
enough.
could sneak around. When you leave school, what will your legacy be?
I hope that people will think that I've raised the standards of performance and the confidence of pupils, but I've done that without people feeling pressurised. If we can raise the game but not become some sort of hothouse, then I'll feel I've done a good job.